Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Nafsi Yoga. Twists and legs is the name of this session. Lots of twists for the spinal column, left and right working here, and working onto the legs as well. So focus points will be hamstrings, calves, actually all along the legs, but mainly along the hamstring. We have a number of forward folds that we'll do this session. Remember, if you have tight back or back issues at all, you can keep a soft bend in the knees. You can bend the legs just a little bit here as you come down. So if you're feeling really good, you can have a nice long legs, but I don't recommend that unless you're really young and you can get away with it. Okay, let's get into the groove here in Tadasana. Mountain pose. We'll do a relaxed mountain pose initially. Feet together or slightly apart. Go ahead and lift all 10 toes. Try to spread the toes out. And you really work to spread the toes out here as we work into the inner arches of the foot as well. Toes are out and down onto the mat. Legs are firm, stomach is in, chest is soft, shoulders, bring them up, back and down. Good. Now let's get the breath in check. We're breathing in and out through the nose. When you breathe in just a little more air than normal. Fill up the chest. When you exhale through the nose and use that diaphragm to bring it up and in to try to exhale a little more air than what you would normally do. You might even have a soft snoring sound as you drag the air along the back of the throat. So nice and deep with the breath. Good. An easy forward fold. Hands can come onto the thighs and just do a nice, easy forward fold. Hands come down the legs, reaching for the mat, top of the feet or the shins. Keep the head relaxed, please. No tension in the neck here. And if you can't reach the mat, you can also brace your hands on your legs. Easily enough there. And you can take the torso over to the right. Keep your feet at 12 o'clock. Don't let the feet come with you here. Feel the stretch along the lower left side. Then come back to the center and to the left side. Now, if our torso to the left, you feel a nice stretch along the right side, the lateral side. We come back to center. Nice. Come up halfway. Give me a flat back. We normally do this on an inhale. So hands can brace on the legs. Legs are elongated. Chest comes forward. Great. Inhale again. Exhale. Slide the hands down the legs. And if your legs were bent quite a bit before, you might be able to lengthen them just a little bit. You start to really work the muscles in the hamstrings, the calf, and the Achilles. And roll up slowly. So when you roll up, bend the knees a bit, let the arms hang, let the head hang. Come all the way up to standing. And a small back bend. Hands to hips, pelvis forward, lift the heart. Small back bend. And bring it up to neutral. Good. Breath and movement. Let's inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, arms come down. Again, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. One more, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. Good, let's try the forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Keep those knees nice and soft. We're going to hang out low for just a few breaths. So as you're hanging low, hands can come to the mat, top of the feet or the shins. Keep the head relaxed, please. No tension on the neck. Nice. Give me one more breath. And let's do a reverse and reverse swan dive. Lift up, reach up, arms coming up and overhead. Inhaling the whole way. One more time. Exhale, forward fold. Bring it down. This time, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up. Reversing your swan dive, lifting up the whole way. Exhale, bring your arms down. Great. Chair pose, Utkatasana. All right, for the first one, hands can rest on the thighs, and let's take a nice, easy sit back. Now, when we sit down, the knees always come forward. You probably can't see your toes at this point. So I want you to bring the knees back. The torso may come down a little lower, at least until you can see your toes just beyond the knees. All right, from this point, keep everything from the waist down there and bring the torso up where you can. You're going to feel the compression on the low back. Good. Let's go all the way with this and bring those arms up into our full posture of chair pose. Some of you may have, be bent. Your legs may come down a bit more. Some of you maybe not so much. Do what you can here. Head can stay neutral. Keep those arms energized. If they're up, give me one more breath. And with your exhale, forward fold. Nice. As you reach down, lengthen the legs. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive, reach up. Keep the arms up and sit down for our second chair pose. Nice. Now, remember your variations. If this is too much for your arms are parallel to the mat, or keep them at heart center. The focus here really from the core, waist on down. And if you've got it in you to make this happen, the arms are up. Nice work. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive, reach up. Exhale your arms to the sides. All right, our standing side stretch. We'll do this Bikram style, as I like to call it. Feet together or slightly apart. Mine's going to be slightly apart. Let's inhale, bring the arms up. Bring your fingers together, but release your index finger. And try to bring the arms, the biceps, close to the ears. And so the arms are coming back where we can. I don't want the arms up here. Try to bring them next to your ears. All right, from here, let's do some swaying movements here, left and right. And don't forget about the hips. I really want you to lead with the hips. Torso just comes along, following the hips here. Nice, and bring it up to neutral. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna push our hips to the left as the torso comes down to the right. Try to keep the arms next to the ears if you can. If this is too much for your shoulders, just do a one-arm side stretch. So in this case, my right hand will be on the right leg. My left arm is up. Stay active. Keep that left arm active. Don't let it hang. Keep it active. But if you can do this, bring both arms together or bring hands together and stay tight with it and reach and breathe. Looks good. One more breath. And on that exhale, bring it up to neutral. Let's do the other side. Push the hips out to the right. Torso comes down to the left. Looks good. Hey, we're trying to keep the shoulders perpendicular to the floor. So I don't want you to drop one shoulder, at least the top shoulder down. Try to keep it rolled back where you can. And it doesn't matter how far down you come with this one, hang in there and breathe. Keep the hips pushing to the right. Torso's coming down to the left. One more breath. And with that exhale, bring it up. Ooh, nice. Good. Hey, keep the arms right there. Gonna do a back bend here. So inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, pelvis forward, arms back. And we're lifting the heart just a little bit. Nice. Your feet are planted on the mat. Pelvis is coming forward. Heart lifts just a bit. Arms come back. One more breath. And with your next inhale, lift up and release the arms on the exhale. Lots of work there. Nice. All right, shake out any kinks you have got for that last one. That is not an easy portion to do. From Tadasana, our Thunderbolt prayer twist. Inhale, bring the arms up, palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down. Pass your third eye to your heart center. And from here, sit down into chair pose. So once again, I bring the hips back so I can see the tops of my toes. Let's twist to the right. Now this is the baseline that I like for you to do. Just twist to the right. Now the left elbow can rest on the right thigh. Doesn't have to though. If it doesn't reach, don't sweat it. The key is to keep the twisting action going. Some of you have that ability to expand the arms. That's groovy. You can definitely do that. Left hand reaches for the mat, right arm reaches up. That's not happening. Keep your hands together, prayer style. One more breath. And with your exhale, back to center. Groovy. One more breath in. Exhale to the left. Nice. Good show. Nice, easy twist to the left. And my right elbow is going to rest on the leg, the left leg anyway. Keep the hips down. Hey, that's another thing. We're trying to keep the hips lower than the shoulders. Good stuff. One more breath in. With your exhale, back to center. One breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching for the mat, lengthening the legs. And roll up slowly. So you can bend your knees a bit as you start to roll up. All the way up to standing and a small back bend. Hands on hips, pelvis forward, lift the heart. And bring it up to neutral. Good. All right, Adho Gustasana. So this is our deep forward fold with our peace fingers on our big toes. Now, if you cannot reach your big toes, grab your ankles, your shins, or grab your hands behind your legs, okay? The idea is to get your forehead on your shins. We're not gonna get there tonight. Don't sweat it, but do what you can. All right, hands on hips. Inhale, lean back just a little. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands, peace fingers to your big toes. Now, my knees are bent a little bit here, which is absolutely groovy. Now, inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, pull. Try to lengthen the legs. Use your biceps to pull your torso down. Try to get your forehead on your knees or your shins. Your breath is restricted. Got it? Continue to breathe as deep as you can. Pull. Come a little deeper. That's it. Keep your eyes open. Maintain your awareness. Looks good. One more breath in. On your exhale, pull one more time. And release your grip. Bend your knees softly. Hands on top of the knees. And let's roll up slowly yet again. Adho Gustasana. Once you come all the way up to standing, hands on hips, small back bend again, pelvis forward, lift the heart. Oh, should feel pretty decent there. And bring it up. Okay, good. Next up, triangle pose. So I'm going to come a little closer to the top of the mat here. And I might end up using a block, so I'm going to have the blocks ready. Let's start off with the right leg. We're going to step back into warrior two. So the right leg steps back into warrior number two. So with this one, chest and pelvis favor the right side of the mat. Hands are equal to or slightly higher than the shoulders. Left leg is slightly bent and I look over my left hand. Good. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle. Lengthen the front leg, lean forward and rotate the arms. Now, my left hand went straight to my left leg, which is fine. You can use a block with this one. If you're having issues with the right hand or right shoulder, that right hand goes onto the right hip. And just use that point to roll the shoulder back. And you can take your gaze up towards the ceiling. This pose doesn't take long for you to get a little deeper to the point where the left fingertips can brush the mat and just concentrate on twisting the torso. Now, if you cannot look at the ceiling, if you're getting dizzy, keep your head neutral or look at the mat. No problem with that at all. We're holding this for another breath here. That front leg is long and it's strong. Your stomach, your core is in. Good work. One more breath in. And on your exhale, look at your left foot. Lift the torso as we come back into warrior number 2. Groovy. All right, from triangle, let's do revolved. Ardha Utthita Trikonasana. So with revolved angle, left hand, left hip. Swing your right hand to the front, reach forward, and bring that right hand down to the mat, to a block, or to your leg if you cannot reach the floor and you don't have a block. All right, now my left hand is on the left hip, so roll the left shoulder back. Let's open up the chest to the left side. And you get the options here. That left hand stays on your hip, or you can extend the left arm up and reach. If that's too much for you, don't worry about it. The right hand, for some of you, that right hand may be on the outside of the left foot. For those of you that have that flexibility, eyes are open, breath is deep. Think about twisting just a little more to the left, opening up. Looks good. One last breath in. And with your exhale, look down at the left foot, bring the torso up. And let's shake it off and step up to the front. Ooh, nice. Okay, we've got the same thing on the other side. So from Tadasana, take your left leg, step it back to warrior number 2. Okay, from warrior number 2, Trikonasana, triangle. Lengthen the front leg, lean forward, and rotate. Now, I'm not coming down as far on this side, at least not yet. So my right hand is resting on the right leg. And you'll notice that with time, you'll be able to get a little deeper with this posture as your muscles warm up. Good. So the front leg is nice and long. A micro bend, but not much more than a micro bend if you need it. Left arm is reaching, it's active. Option, of course, left hand, left hip, and roll the left shoulder back. Think about your core, your stomach. It's in, it's supporting you. Looks good. One more deep breath in. And with your exhale, look down at the right foot. At the next inhale, lift the torso. Great. Keep your front leg long. Don't bend it. Right hand, right hip. Swing the left arm to the front. Lean forward and bring the left hand down. This is our revolved angle. And I'm going to use a block. I do like using a block for this posture. And we twist the torso to the right. And as I twist to the right hand is fine to stay on the hip. You can't extend it. But the way I'm feeling for right now, I think I'll keep my hand on the hip and just think about the shoulder. Roll it back, taking my gaze a little closer towards the ceiling. That's it. Legs are strong. They're long. Core is in. That's it. A couple more breaths right here, holding this posture. Just a few more breaths. Doing great work for lower abdominal organs. Last breath in. With your exhale, look down that right foot. The next inhale, bring the torso up. Step up, shake it off. Ooh. All right. So far, so good. From Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's do one forward fold. So inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Try to keep the legs as long as you can. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive, lift up, reach up. Exhale your arms to the sides. Great. Half moon. Let's do a balancing act, half moon pose. I'm going to use the block. I'm going to set the block up in the middle. Remember, if you don't have a block and you need some help with the balance, you can always use a wall or a chair. We're going to start balancing on the left leg. So from Tadasana, I'm taking my right foot back a bit. So chest and pelvis favor the right side of the mat. Left hand comes down to the block, and I'm actually bending that left leg early on. And then from there, right hand to hip, lean forward, lengthen the left leg, bring the right leg up. Okay, so we're flexing the right foot. So the right leg is up, I'm flexing that foot. It's a hip opener. You may not be able to get your right leg up as high. We're trying to go parallel to the mat. Do what you can with this one. Put the left foot facing the front of the mat. Now my right hand's on the hip. Of course, you can extend it. And I'm going to keep my eyesight on the mat, even though one of the goals, one of the pathways is to look up at the ceiling. It's good to check on your balance. All right, folks, it looks good. One more breath in. And on that exhale, release the right foot down, bring it up. Nice, step up. Let's try the other side. So balancing in on the right leg, I'm taking the left foot back just a bit. So my chest and pelvis now favor the left side of the mat. I'm going to bend the right leg, reach for my block, lean forward, lift the left leg up, flex the left foot. That's it. You've got it. And yeah, take the gaze. You can look up at the ceiling if you can and keep your balance. The left hand can extend. And we're trying to keep our right leg as long as possible. Don't lock it out. If you know you can lock out your leg, don't do it with this posture, please. Keep that left leg active. Keep it strong. Flex the left foot. And make sure we've got 90 degrees going on between the feet. This is a hip opener. We're trying to stack the hips. That's it. One more breath. And with your exhale, look down, bring the torso up. Woo, and that pop, that was neat. It was in my hip. Okay. All right, looks good, folks. Next up is a wide leg forward fold with a twist. It's a wide leg forward fold with a twist. But we're going to do this from another posture, extended side angle. So from Tadasana, we're going to take our right leg and step it back to warrior number 2. Right leg steps back to warrior number 2. From here, extended side angle. Bend the left arm, left elbow, left knee. Right arm comes up and overhead. Good. This is another one where we're getting some twisting action in. Feels like we did it on just a minute ago for triangle. Nice. We're only here for a breath. So one more breath in. And with the exhale, drop the hands to the mat. Walk your hands to the center in between the legs. This is our wide leg forward fold. Pigeon toe the feet. So the toes come in, heels are going out. And let's do another twist. I have my block here, and we're going to twist to the left. My left hand goes to the left hip. Twist the torso. I know, lots of twists tonight. So as we twist the torso, that left arm can extend. One breath. Exhale, recover. Great. From here, we're going to walk the hands to the right foot and go right into extended side angle. So the right foot faces the back of the mat. I'm bending the right leg, right elbow, right knee. You got it. Extended side angle. The left arm comes up and overhead. So this is the same thing. We just pivoted, and now we're facing the back of the mat. Great. Keep that left arm strong as it reaches up and over. And for those of you that want to bring the right fingertips to the mat, you're more than welcome to do that. Give me one more breath. And with that exhale, drop the hands back to the side, the center of the side of your right side of the mat. Let's do yet another twist here. This time, left hand on the block, right hand to my right hip. And we twist to the right. Twist to the right. Optional, of course, that right arm comes out. It extends, it reaches, you are breathing. Last breath in. Exhale, recover. Woo! And from here, heel to the feet together. Heel to the feet together. Hands go into your knees. We're going to roll all the way up to standing and step it out from here. Nice work. Camel pose. Camel, Ustrasana. Let's come onto the mat, onto our knees. Remember, if you're doing this on a hardwood surface or you have a very thin mat, you can always use a blanket or a towel for your knees. Okay, this is a back bend, camel pose. So knees and feet 6 to 8 inches apart. Take your hands on your lower back, fingers pointing down. And from here, the pelvis goes forward. So push the pelvis forward, roll the shoulders back, keep your head neutral here. And think about lifting the heart towards the ceiling. You're going to feel the stretch first on your thighs. That's it. Yeah, the quadriceps are really going to light up at this point. But it's a back bend. This is the primary area of back bend, but I want you to feel this in your legs first. So we're not coming back that far, but give me one more breath in. And with your exhale, come forward and bring your forehead all the way to the mat, nice and easy. I like doing this as a counter pose to a deep back bend. Wow. One more breath. And on that next inhale, let's lift up and do one more camel pose. Hands on lower back, fingers pointing down. Let's go. Pelvis forward, lift the heart. And yeah, you can release your hands to your heels. That's an optional item there. If you can grab hold of the heels, hold on to them, please. As you continue to move the pelvis forward, head comes back into a deeper back bend. Give me one more breath. On that exhale, bring it up and all the way down. Great. It should feel pretty good as you come down a little lower here on that lower back. Nice. And from here, let's come up. Let's have a seat, shall we? We're going to have a nice sit down for a Bharadvasana twist. And our Bharadvasana twist, I always like sitting on a block. So for this one, okay, let me start from the beginning here. For Bharadvasana twist, we're seated in Dandasana. Take the left leg, bend it to the side, and take the right leg, bend it the same way. So your right foot is on top of the left knee. It's like a cheerleader drop. Now, I like putting a block underneath my right hip. We're going to the right on this one. Keeps me from rolling over. Okay, from here, we're twisting to the right. Twist to the right, looking over the right shoulder. Here for 2 breaths. Nice, and recover. Let's switch sides. Legs out. Now we're switching the legs over. So I'm bending the right leg and the left foot rests on top of the left knee. Now, those of you who do know, when we look this up, there are variations to this posture. In this case, the left foot, you can bring up to your waistline if you can. So bring it up nice and high. And if you can bring the foot up there, you can take your left hand, reach behind you to grab your left toes. Yeah, use a strap or a towel if you can, or this is absolutely groovy where you're at. Let's twist to the left. Try to keep the torso as tall as you can. In other words, no leaning forward on this one or to the side. Keep the torso up and twist. Twist and twist. Nice, and recover. Whew. Paschimottanasana. Let's have a seat. Legs extended in front of you. Legs extended. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, reaching for your toes. Remember your options here. You can always use a towel or a strap if you can't reach your toes. If your back is still giving you fits even this deep into the session, feel free to bend the knees just a bit here. Other than that, keep your eyesight on your knees, your shins, your feet on what's in front of you. Use the biceps to pull. This is like the standing posture we did earlier of Baddha Gustasana. But this is a seated one, so we don't have as much flexibility. We do not have as much wiggle room per se. So pull, pull, and pull. Nice. One more breath. On the next inhale, release your grip. Roll up nice and easy. Woo. Hands next to the hips. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart. So we get a little light in this. One breath in. Exhale, recover. Great. All right, let's do a nice, easy seated twist from here. Let's twist to the right. That's it. Keep the torso tall, and you can flex the feet. So you can activate the legs. So look over the right shoulder, and come back to center. We twist to the left. Torso's nice and tall. Feet are flexed. Inhale. And on the exhale, recover back to center. And from here, Sukhasana, comfortable seated posture. So the legs can stay extended, or you can fold your legs in if you like. Let's disengage our Ujjayi pranayama breath at this point. And take 3 cleansing breaths as we inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So we inhale. 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 Nice. A quick scan of the body from the head to the toes, especially along the spinal column and the hamstrings. Check in with yourself, and especially to see if we're able to keep the mind clear, not concerned about anything else happening off the mat, just what's happening in here. And you've done a great job in unplugging from the world and plugging into yourself. With one last deep breath. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead, palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down. Pass your third eye to your heart center. From your mat to your world, remember always to remain calm. Remain gentle, and always remember to stay fearless. Thank you for a great session this afternoon. Thank you, and namaste.